Well, hi, everybody. I'm Ernie Harwell, bringing you Philadelphia Phillies baseball. We're coming to you from out here at the park, and you'd better keep your windows closed. It's been raining here for a while. McCoy's been talking this over with the ground crew. They're playing games in both dugouts. Overall, they now stand at 2-0. This is the third of a three-game set. The Phillies have snookered the Pirates so far. The Phillies take the field here in the first. Here's how it lines up defensively for the Phillies. Allen at first base. Taylor at second. Boa, the shortstop. Schmidt at third. The trio in the outfield. In left is Delahanty. In center, Ashburn. And over in right, Klein. Boone is behind the plate and pitching for the Phillies. The right-handed chucker, Bunning. When he's in command, he'll make you look foolish. Good control. He will be facing Pirates starter, left-hander Cooper. So settle in. We're ready to start this game. Well, Noah just floated by. That's it, folks. We won't get this one in. We'll have to play it again. So goodbye from the swamps of Philadelphia. This is Ernie Harwell for 66 WAPBA signing off.
Hot diggity dog, here I am in live Liverpool. We got dog and dog on dog. Up dog, down dog, underdog, over your dog, my dog. North, east, south, west, east, 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 west, Congo, Chihuahua. Get your hot diggity dogs right here.
Here we go again, sports fans. I'm Ernie Harwell. And welcome to New York Mets baseball. This is a national pastime on APBA, the voice of baseball in your home since 1951. We're coming to you from out here at the park where the Mets will host the visiting Boston Braves. Overall, they now stand at 1-0. This is the second game in this three-game series. The Mets won the first. The Mets take the field here in the first. Here's how it lines up defensively for the Mets. Olerud at first base. Backman at second. Harrelson, the shortstop. Johnson at third. And the outfield. In left is Jones. In center, Wilson. And over in right, Strawberry. Hundley is behind the plate and starting for the Mets. Seaver, the right-hander. You want to show some patience with this guy. Make him pitch to you. If you can get your bat on it, he will be facing Brave starter, right-hander Willis. We'll tell you about him in the bottom half, so settle in. We're ready to start this game. Tenney to lead it off for the Braves. Left-handed hitter to face Seaver. Known to whack that ball pretty well. This is his second game. To date, at bat, 0 for 4. Tenney relaxes himself at the plate. Seaver is ready to fire it in. He delivers. Routine grounder to Harrelson. He's up with it. Over to first, and Tenney is retired. One down. Holmes to face Seaver. He is dangerous. This is his second game. So far at the plate, 0 for 4. He'll wait for his pitch. Seaver poised. Here's a pitch. Hit to straightaway center field. Plenty of room. Wilson moves under it and takes it in. 2 away. Duffy comes up to bat. The crowd's anxious to see Hugh take his hacks. This is his second game on the season. 0 for 4. Duffy steadies his bat. Catcher Hundley sets his target. He delivers. Hundley frames the pitch for the ump, but the ump's like a statue. A base on balls. Good eye. Duffy. That was Duffy's first walk of the season. Elliott is now up. He has the talent to do some damage. To date, at bat, 2 for 4. Seaver gets set to pitch. Seaver fires it in. Lofted deep to center field. Wilson runs straight back. He's at the warning track, and he takes it in. The line for the Braves. No runs, no hits, no errors. They leave 1. Braves, nothing. Mets coming up. For the Braves. Overall, they now stand at 0-1. In the league, they're 6th in batting average at 188 third. In home runs with 2. The Braves take the field here in the first. Manager McCoy sends out his squad this way. Tenney at first base. Lowe at second. Bancroft, the shortstop. Elliott at third. The trio in the outfield. In left, it's Stahl. In center, Duffy. And over in right, Holmes. Gowdy is behind the plate and on the mound for the Braves. The right-handed Willis. This is Willis' first start of the season. No record yet. After one game, his ERA at 0. Willis' arsenal includes a fair strikeout pitch. Pretty good control. Well, Wilson to lead it off for the Mets. The switch hitter will go to the first base side of the box. You don't want to let down with him. Willis looking home. And the pitch comes in. Wilson dribbles it to a third. Elliott will have to hurry. The snap throw to first. In time to retire Wilson. One away. One down. First inning. Here's Backman to take his swings. Backman, a fierce hitter. To date at bat 2 for 4. Backman has patience. Gowdy sets up. The pitch. In the dirt. Ball 1. Backman ready to take on Willis again. Right-handed Willis goes to the set position. Now the pitch. Grounded weakly to Tenney. And he steps on first for the out. 2 down. Here's Jones. 2 down. Cleon with an enviable track record as a hitter. So far at the plate, 1 for 4. Jones relaxes himself at the plate. Willis looking home. Willis into his motion. Delivers a little roller to the right side. Low pounces on it. The quick toss to Tenney. And he nails Jones by a step. 3 away. So the Mets go in order. No score here after 1. For Boston here in the second. Stahl, Bancroft, and Lowe. Here's Stahl to lead it off. Hits for average. Stahl stands in. Catcher ready. The pitch. Hard shot to the right side. Olerud to his right. It's by him. Base hit for Stahl. Bancroft up there. Dave can be dangerous. Stahl at first has wheel. Catcher ready. Seaver cranks it up. Bancroft waves at it. Strike. Stahl is running. Hundley guns it down. The slide. And they nail him. They lose a runner. 1 away. So Bancroft will get back in there. Hundley sets up. The pitch. That's high and deep by Bancroft. Wilson is on the run. On the run. It's starting to tail away from him. He makes a catch. 2 gone. Two outs. Second inning. Here's Lowe. Bobby can hit. This is his second game so far. 0 for 4. Seaver poised. The pitch comes in. Paints the black. Strike 3 called. That's 3 away. For the Braves, no runs, 1 hit. So they do not score. No score. The Mets will get a try at the bottom of the second inning. Strawberry, Johnson, and Olerud due up for New York. Leading off, Strawberry. Very dependable power on the season. 1 for 3. He's walked once. Batter waits. Willis gets set to pitch. The pitch. Swung on, fly ball right field. Holmes moves under it, backpedals, and takes it in. 1 down. Johnson is the next hitter. Howard, a strong hitter so far. 2 for 4. 1 homer. 3 ribbies. Johnson has patience. Gowdy set. Willis comes to him. Line to left center. Giving chase is Duffy. He hightails it to the track, and he snares it on the fly. 2 gone. Mets hitter Olerud. A force to be reckoned with. Olerud gets in there. Catcher ready. The pitch. Routine grounded to second. Low scoops it. Flips to first. 3 away. So the Mets are retired in order. No score. We head for the top of the 3rd inning. Gowdy, Willis, and Tenney to bat next. Here's Gowdy to start it off. He's a right-handed batter. Hank is a tough out. This is his 2nd game so far this season. 0 for 1. Gowdy gets in there. Catcher Hundley sets his target. The pitch. Gowdy goes the opposite way, down the line to right. Fair ball. Strawberry was racing for it into the corner. Gowdy is around second. He's going for third. Backman's relay, not in time. Safe at third. Triple from Gowdy. And that's his first hit this season for Gowdy. His first triple of the season. No one out. 3rd inning. 1 on. Pitcher Willis up. Vic taking his first at bat of the season. Seaver on the rubber. Catcher ready. Infield deep. Here he comes. Routine grounded to Harrelson. He refuses to play at the plate, but throw to first. And he's gone. But the run scores. And the Braves go ahead by a run, 1-0 here in the 3rd. That's Willis' first run batted in of the season. Tenney steps up to face Seaver. Seaver ready. The pitch. Tenney sends this ball airmail to left. Jones lopes for it. Should be an easy play. And he makes the catch. 2 away. Holmes coming up. Holmes now ready. Seaver staring in, ready to work. Here he comes. Ooh! Holmes flails the air, but fails to make contact with the wall. He heads back to the bench. Side retired. The line for the Braves. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. And they capture the lead. Mets down 1-0. Bottom of the lineup, Hundley, Harrelson, and Seaver coming up. Hundley to lead it off for the Mets. The switch hitter will bat left-handed. Hundley belts them all. This is his 2nd game on the season. 0 for 4. Right-hander Willis ready. He wheels and deals. A high drive to deepest center. Duffy has it all the way. Just allowed out. 1 down. Now coming to bat for the Mets, Harrelson. Uncertain at the plate. This is his 2nd game. To date, he is 0 for 3. Willis ready. The pitch. Just over the knees, the plate up, thumbs him out, 2 away. Two gone, 3rd inning. Here's the pitcher, Seaver. Tom taking his first at bat of the season. Batter set. Willis looking home. The offering from Willis. Willis fans him, 3 down. For the Mets, 3 up, 3 down. Mets behind the Braves, 1-0. New York will now face the heart of the Braves lineup. Duffy, Elliott, and Stahl coming up. Well, Duffy will lead off the fourth. Duffy waiting, bat stirring slightly. Right-hander Seaver, ready. The pitch. Duffy strokes it sharply toward short. Harrelson into the hole, plants himself for the long throw, guns it hard to Olerud. Got him. 1 down. The next Braves batter is Elliott, right-hander. Elliott relaxes himself at the plate. Hundley ready to receive. The pitch. Lined hard to left. Jones had him played perfectly, and he gloves it. He scarcely had to move. 2 gone. Stahl's up. Stahl waiting for Seaver. Seaver prepares to come home. Seaver over the offering. Fly ball center field. Wilson roams back. Plenty of room. And he brings it down to retire the side. Seaver sets them down in order after 3.5. It's still 1-0 Braves. We're at the head of the order for the Mets. Willis will face Wilson, Beckman, and Jones. Wilson will lead it off. Willis is ready to fire it in. The pitch to Wilson. Grounded to Glow. He scoops it up. Flips the first for the first out. Next up, Beckman. Right-handed Willis goes to the set position. The delivery from Willis. It's lifted high to shallow left. Stahl got a late start. Coming hard, coming hard. And he makes the catch. 2 away. Jones is up next. Jones steadies his bat. Gowdy sets up. He brings it in. Hit high. That's into center. Duffy squeezes it. That's 3 away. Willis sets them down in order. Mets trailing by 1. Bancroft, Low, and Gowdy to bat next. Here's Bancroft to lead it off. Bancroft, good at the plate. Now Seaver, ready. The pitch. Hit to straightaway center field. It's playable. Wilson moves under it and takes it in. 1 away. One down, 5th inning. We have Low coming up to hit. He hits from the right. He has occasional power. Low steps up to the plate. Seaver prepares to come home. Now the delivery. On the outside corner. No, it just missed the plate. And Low will get down to first. Seaver paws the dirt. To be effective, he needs that pitch. That was Low's first walk of the season. Gowdy up there. Gowdy, decent bat control. Low can motor at first. Right-handed Seaver goes to the set position. They're holding Low. But he's well off the bag. The runner's going. Quick move to the plate. Rocketed toward third. And he's got it in the air. Over to first. Double play. For the Braves. No runs on no hits. So the Braves maintain their thin lead. Mets trailing by 1 as we go to the home half. Strawberry, Johnson, and Olerud due up for New York. Leading off, Strawberry. Willis ready. Willis over the offering. Hit hard toward the gap in right center. Duffy is racing back. He won't get it. It's off the wall. Duffy chases it down. Strawberry cruises into second for New York. The first hit in this game. The tying run is now at second base for Strawberry. His first double of the season. No outs, fifth inning, one on. Here's Johnson. Johnson made an out in his first at bat. Willis shakes out his right arm. Johnson in the box. Leans in. Willis climbs a mound. Willis gets set to work on him. Strawberry stretches his lead off second. He doubled to lead it off. Now Willis pitches, and it's pulled hard to right, down the line. It's playable. Holmes got a good jump. He drops the ball. Strawberry breaks for third. He's got speed, running hard. Around third, Strawberry. He ran right through the red light, flying. The throw to the plate, it's wide. He scores. Tie game. And Johnson is on at first. He never really had a chance to advance. Holmes picks up an error. And the Mets have tied this game. Just listen to that crowd. All right. Olerud now walks out the bat. The Mets have no outs. Johnson on first. Olerud is 0 for 1. Willis climbs a mound. Willis takes a sign from Gowdy. Checks the runner. Big hole on the right side. Johnson takes a good lead. Here's the pitch. Fastball. Just inside. Ball one. So Olerud steps back in. Willis climbs a mound. Checks Johnson on first. Trying to take a step away from him. They're holding Johnson. But he's well off the bag. Now he throws to first, and Johnson is back easily. Now Willis is back on the rubber, and the pitch swung on, bounced up the middle. Bancroft racing over, and he's got it. Flips the low at second, over to first. Safe by a step, but they get the lead runner. Hundley is now up. Hundley made an out in his first at bat. Olerud has legs, but he doesn't use them that often. Willis is on the slab. Willis focuses in on the target. First baseman Tenney right on the bag. The offering to Hundley bounced up the middle. Bancroft is over. He stabs for it. He's got it. Flips to second. Not in time, and Hundley is on with a single. The go-ahead run is now at second base, and that's his first hit this season. 2 on, the bottom of the fifth inning. Harrelson is out to take his hacks, batting 8th. Harrelson not looking strong at the plate, but has 1 RBI on the season. Willis put on the rubber, checks Olerud at second. The pitch. Swung on. Easy bounce at him low. Could be 2. He flips to Bancroft at second. Over to first. Oh, double play. And they get out of the inning. That'll do it for New York. A run on 2 hits. 1 miscue for the Braves. 1 left. They have tied this game. This game is tied at 1 after 5. For Boston, it'll be Willis, Tenney, and Holmes. Pitcher Willis to lead it off. Seaver staring in, ready to work. Seaver deals. Willis pounds it on the ground to short. Harrelson is there. The throw over. And in time, 1 down. Tenney, bat in hand. Fred, 0 for 2. Tenney is a guy who'll battle you to get on. Seaver gets set to work on him. The pitch. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Seaver slipped one by him. 2 away. Two down. We have Holmes coming up to hit. He bats left. Tommy has some pop in his bat. Holmes has done nothing in 2 trips. Holmes steadies his bat. Pitcher Seaver eyeing Holmes. Now he's ready. The pitch from Seaver. Cut on, way out in front. That's 3 away. So the Braves go in order. Mets, Braves, tied at 1. Seaver, Wilson, then Backman to bat next. Pitcher Seaver to lead it off. And the fans are giving him a hand. Yowdy crouched down now. And the pitch. Taken, strike 3. He's gone, 1 down. One away, base is clear. Next to bat for New York is Wilson. The switch hitter will be a lefty against Willis. He's their leadoff hitter. Mookie, 0 for 2. Wilson takes his stance. Catcher Yowdy sets his target. The delivery. Grounded to second. He's there. Plenty of time. 2 away. Backman the hit. Respectable power. Backman 0 for 2. The batter stands in. Willis prepares to come home. The pitch. An infield roller by Backman. Shortstop Bancroft charges the flip to first. 3 away. Willis sets them down in order. Scored even at 1 run each at the end of the 6th. The Braves now send up the heart of their order to face Seaver, Duffy, Elliott, and Stahl. Duffy leading it off. Duffy is 0 for 1 with a walk. Batter set. Right-hander Seaver ready. The pitch. Swung on, smashed toward the gap in right center. Wilson is racing back. Hits over his head, off the wall. He's chasing it down. Duffy hits second on a full steam. The coach is waving him to third. He uncorks one. The relay. And he's out. He's out trying to stretch it. Score that a double. Go to town, Mets. They knock out the go-ahead run at third. And the aggressive base running does not pay off. Elliott is up next. Elliott 0 for 2. Elliott is a guy who'll battle you to get on. Elliott waiting. Bat stirring slightly. Seaver looking home. The pitch. Hit in the air to left field. Jones is over. He's there. And he takes it in. And that's out number 2. Stahl now walks out to bat. He bats left-handed. 2 outs. Chick, a strong hitter. Stahl has a hit and 2 at-bats. Seaver gets set to work on him. Seaver winds up. Another wide one. Ball 4. And Stahl heads down to first. That was Stahl's first walk of the season. Bancroft, bat in hand. Bancroft is hitless in 2 at-bats. Seaver staring in, ready to work. First baseman Olerud ready for a throw from Seaver. The pitch taken. And Stahl is stealing. The peg. The play at second. Safe. That's his first steal of the season. And that puts the go-ahead run in scoring position. Bancroft back in the box. Seaver on the rubber, glances back at the runner. Stahl moves quietly toward third. Seaver spins and fakes the pickoff to second. Stahl hustles back to the bag standing up. Seaver is back on the rubber. Seaver fires it in. Grounded hard to Johnson. He takes the high hop, juggles it. The long throw to first, just in time. That'll do it for Boston. No runs on one hit. One left. They couldn't get the runner home. No change here. Scored even at 1 run each at the end of 6.5. Okay, folks, on your feet. Take a break for the 7th inning stretch. Boston will now face the heart of the Mets lineup. Jones, Strawberry, and Johnson coming up. Here's Jones to lead it off. Cleon is hitless in 2 at-bats. The hitter stands in. Willis will go to work on him. The pitch. He goes the other way. Slashed into the hole. Base hit. And Jones holds with a single. The go-ahead run has reached. Next batter, Strawberry. Strawberry is 1 for 2, and he scored a run. Jones can fly at first. Willis on the rubber, checks the runner. McCoy calm. Jones bluffs going. Now he comes home with it. High. And Jones is off the bag. Gowdy pumps, but he holds the wall. Ball 1. So Strawberry will get back in there. Willis sets up on the rubber again. Shakes off the sign. Now Gowdy is running out to the mound. They're talking it over. And now Gowdy is trotting back. Here we go. Johnson is in his batting stance on deck. Checks the runner. First baseman Tenney ready for a throw from Willis. A toss over to first. And Jones steps back to the bag. Willis gets the ball back. Now he's set again. Willis comes to the plate. Lifted down the right field line. That could be trouble. Holmes races over into the corner. He leaps. Just out of reach. It's gone. A 2-run shot. Darrell trots around the bases. He loves a trip downtown. He's greeted at the plate. So Strawberry has his first homer of the season. The Mets had 2 big runs, and the Mets break the tie and now lead 3-1 here in the 7th. And Strawberry now has 2 runs batted in on the season. No outs, 2 runs in. We have Johnson to bat for the Mets. Johnson, a fierce hitter. Willis gets set to work on him. The delivery. Scorched, but right at Tenney. He snatches it in midair, and Johnson barely got out of the box. 1 away. Olerud is up next. Olerud at the plate to hit. Gowdy crouched down now. He brings it in. Hit hard down the left field line. Stahl is after it. He's at the warning track and makes the running catch. And that's out number 2. Next up, New York hitter Hundley. Hundley is 1 for 2. Willis staring in, ready to work. He cranks and fires. Called strike, and that just nipped the corner. Strike 1. Hundley back in the box. Gowdy crouched down now. Willis winds up. Hard two bouncer to short. Bancroft covers it plenty of time. Fires. Hundley is safe. High throw drew Penny off the bag. That should be an error on Bancroft. And it is E6. The Braves have now committed 2 errors. Harrelson's up, 2 down. Hundley on it first. Harrelson 0 for 2. And here comes Braves manager McCoy. He's asking Willis for the ball. He'll go to lefty Tyler, and that will turn around Harrelson. So Willis goes 6 2/3. The line on him, 3 runs, 2 earned on 4 hits. A homer. He fans 3. He's responsible for the runner. He can only lose it. So despite a fine performance from Willis, he cannot win this game. Tyler comes from the left side. ERA a stingy 0. This is his 2nd appearance. He's worked 1 inning. He's looking for 1 out. Tyler takes a few warm-up pitches. He's rubbing up the ball. We're ready to go. Tyler poised. Hundley takes his lead. Tyler brings it to the plate, slash to right. Base hit. Holmes steals the ball. Hundley is well around second. But the coach flashes the stop sign, and they hold Hundley up as the throw comes in. And Bud has himself a single. And that's his first hit this season. 2 down, 7th inning, 2 on. Pitcher Seaver to hit. Tyler prepared to work. The runners take their lead. The pitch comes in, swung on. Easy bounce at low. He's up with it. He flips to Bancroft at second, and they get him to retire the side. That'll do it for New York. 2 runs on 3 hits. 1 misadventure for the Braves. 2 men left on base. The knot is untangled. The score now stands 3-1 Mets as we head for the top of the 8th inning. Seaver will now face the bottom of the Braves lineup. Lowe, Gowdy, and Tyler coming up. Lowe will start it off here in the 8th. Lowe knows how to get on base. Lowe waiting for Seaver. McCoy makes a switch at first base. Hernandez comes into the game replacing Olerud. The batter stands in. Pitcher Seaver eyeing Lowe. Now he's ready. Seaver into his motion. Delivers. Swung on. It's popped to short right field. Backman races out. And he's got it. 1 down. Here's Gowdy to hit for the Braves. Gowdy has a hit in 2 trips, and he scored once. Gowdy relaxes himself at the plate. Catcher ready. The pitch. Another wide one, ball 4. And Gowdy heads down to first. That was Gowdy's first walk of the season. Tyler is scheduled to hit. Tyler coming up. Lefty taking his first at bat of the season. You don't need Einstein to solve this puzzle. Tyler needs to get a hit. Right-handed Seaver goes to the set position. Braves manager McCoy looking at his score sheet. McCoy is recalling pitcher Tyler. Barnes will now hit for him. That's right. He grabs some timber, walks confidently before the crowd. Tyler pitched 1/3 of an inning. The game for Tyler, no runs on 1 hit. Barnes up. Watch out with Ross at the plate. Hundley ready to receive. Here's a pitch. Swung on. It's a number to the left of the mound. Seaver scoops it up. Fires to second. Then he gets him. And Barnes is on at first. That's the second out. Here's Tenney for Boston. 2 away. 1 on. Tenney 0 for 3. Tenney is a threat for the extra base hit. The pressure's on Tenney to deliver the big hit. The hitter stands in. Seaver looking in. First baseman Hernandez holding the runner on. The pitch. Tenney pounds it on the ground. Backman stops it on one hop. Shovels to Harrelson for the force. 3 down. The half for the Braves. 0-0-0. They lead 1. They had a chance but could not convert. Mets over the Braves. 3-1. The Braves will face the top of the order here in the 8th. Wilson, Backman, and Jones. Brandt is coming on to pitch for the Braves. For Brandt, this is his first appearance. He's a southpaw. Okay. To get it going for the Mets here. Wilson, he'll bat from the right side this time. Brandt takes a few warm-up pitches. He's rubbing up the ball. We're ready to go. Wilson waiting for Brandt. Left-hander Brandt ready. Now he comes home with it. There's a little blooper down the right field line. It might drop in. Holmes has a long run. He gets there. 1 down. One gone. 8th inning. We have Backman coming up to hit. He'll bat from the right side this time. Wiley steps up. Brandt is ready to fire it in. The pitch. Bounce to short. Bancroft to his right. He has it. And he throws him out for the second out. Two outs. 8th inning. Jones, the hit for the Mets. Bats right. Cleon, 1 for 3. And he scored once. Jones, now ready. Left-handed Brandt goes to the set position. He cranks and fires. Breaking ball, swung on. Driven to left. Stahl is running back. He's got a beat on it. And makes the catch for the third out. For the Mets, 3 up, 3 down. The score still stands 3-1 Mets as we head for the top of the 9th inning. Here come the big guns for the Braves. Holmes, Duffy, and Elliott. Here's Holmes to lead it off. Left-handed hitter to face Seaver. Holmes has patience. Another defensive change by McCoy. Coming into play second base for the Mets is Kent. Backman leaves the game. Holmes stands in. Seaver toes the rubber. Seaver looking in at the target. The pitch. Base hit right field, and Holmes will hold it first. As the throw comes into second, he's on with a single. And that's his first hit this season. Nobody out. 9th inning, 1 on. Duffy is stepping up to hit against Seaver. He's a right-handed batter. Duffy, 1 for 2 with a walk. Duffy, readying himself, brushes the dust off his shirt. Seaver shakes out his right arm. Duffy in the box. Now, ready. Seaver, foot on the rubber. Now, Seaver, ready. The pitch. Wide of the strike zone. Ball 4. And Duffy trots down to first. And that puts the tying run at first. And Seaver is given up 5 free rides to first. It's now Elliott, the bat. He swings from the right side. Holmes at second. Duffy at first. No outs. Bob, 0 for 3. Very unlikely to bunt here. Not much speed on second. Hundley talking with Seaver. They want to hold Duffy close. He scores, and it's a whole new ball game. Elliott grips his right shoulder, hitches his pants. Seaver has asked for a new ball. He's rubbing it up. Sticks his glove under his arm. He's down on one knee, tying a shoelace. Elliott stands in. He rubs out a little chalk at the back of the box. Waits. Seaver climbs a mound. Stahl swings 3 bats on deck. Seaver focuses in on the target. Seaver now. Swung on. Easy bounce at a Kent. Could be 2. He flips to Harrelson at second. Over to first. Yes. 2 for the price of 1. Holmes moves to third, and the Mets have a chance to get out of a nasty situation. 1 on. Next to bat for Boston is a left-hand hitting Stahl. Stahl has a hit and a walk in 3 trips. Stole the base. Stahl is a threat for the extra base hit. Seaver climbs a mound. Bancroft waits on deck. Seaver prepares to come home. Holmes frozen at third. Seaver brings it. It's a high fly to shallow center. Wilson roams over, takes a step back, and brings it down. The Mets have won it, spurred on by the disciplined leadership of McCoy. The Braves leave the tying run at the plate. Seaver has a solid hitter. He went the distance. Here's the line for the Mets. 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They lead 3 for the Braves. A run on 4 hits. They committed 2 errors, and they lead 4. Seaver gets his first win. His record now 1-0. Willis takes his first loss. His record now 0-1. So the Mets gain a step in this 3-game series. They now stand at 2-0 for the Mets. Overall, they now stand at 2-0. The Braves, overall, 0-2. In the next game, they'll go after the Braves again. And this game is in the books. Ernie Harwell and WAPBA leaving you from New York. Final score? New York Mets 3, Boston Braves 1.
Well, guys, thanks for coming in. We did a lot of baseball tonight. The inaugural games in the MAC League on Bernie's channel, the McGraw League on mine, plus a little extra Ernie Harwell. I want to thank Aaron Reed and Cousin Ken Castro for coming in. I'm going to do something real quick here for Aaron, even though we are going to do a little one-on-one. So let's jump out of this game. And let's close League Manager. And let's make sure everything is saved. Yeah, it is. So we had a rainout with the Pirates and Phillies. That would have been a great game. But Mets, Boston Braves was fine. Just remember, I am going to post this, I hope, for this weekend for those who have baseball for Windows and are interested. And who knows, maybe this cool league will make you just pony up the cheap $28 to buy this game. It's really excellent. It's not as scary to use as you might think. All right, I'm going to bring up one. I'm going to bring up a nice picture of Forbes Field here so that you don't have to look at all these. I can bring up other pictures I'm doing too, but they're not quite baseball related. Anyhow, I'm going to bring up Pure Sim Baseball for just a few minutes. And there's a reason Aaron had asked how he can, working with Pure Sim Baseball. So I'm just going to do a quick kind of show around here as it has to do its thing right here. And it thinks it needs administrative rights to run. Anyhow, so one really cool thing about Pure Sim before we go, as we let it load here for a minute, there we go, is that a lot of what you can do in Baseball for Windows, it doesn't have the Ernie Harwell AI or anything like that, but in terms of creating leagues and crosshair leagues and stuff, this game is packed. I posted this some time ago in the Ned McGreevy Discord. Sean Sullivan had given the game away to the community at that time. So this is legit freeware, and Sean has actually commented on a couple of the videos. So this is Pure Sim Baseball. As Aaron says, for his reader software or whatever, this seems to load up like a web page. It would load up a web page. It would seem like that only because each thing is clickable here. So you have new game, load game, quick load, options, and quit, right? So there's not really a lot under options except for like display options, display fireworks. That's pretty much it. Unlike Out of the Park 8, I can't figure out how to get this one to run full screen, but it doesn't matter. It's a good screen size. So what we're going to do, I just want to take you through a couple things this can do. I did an in-depth video on this before. I'll do one again. But this is just a real quick thing. And then, Aaron, we will get a one-on-one on this, I promise. But I do want to show everybody the depth. This comes with, let me see, what seasons does this thing come with? All right. So if you wanted to do like Major League Career, this has every league and every team from 1900 to 2014. Okay, so when you hit Major League Career, that's how you basically do season replay. You can come up here at the top, use an association template, which I don't have any templates here. Pure Sim Classic. This is its purest form. It has a fantasy draft from any year in Major League history using the built-in Llama database support. Or for a true GM challenge, you can generate generate a fictional baseball universe. Then you've got Pure Sim Classic, which is a quick start where you basically click the league structure, and there's a lot here to pick from, all the way from just 4 teams in a league all the way up to a full-blown 30 teams with lots of variations on that. The sandbox mode is amazing. So this is where you start with an empty association, and this is where you use player generation and import tools to create teams. So if you wanted to, say, recreate, this doesn't go back to the 19th century, but if you wanted to create most of my McGraw League or all of Bernie's League, you could. Again, you could do a Fields of Dreams type league in this if you want. There's really, really a lot that you can do with this. It even has franchise modes and all kinds of stuff like that. So this was a competitor, one of the other competitors to Out of the Park Baseball back in the day, in addition to to Baseball Mobile. So there's a surprising amount of freedom in this game. I will say that this is the latest version of it. It can crash occasionally, but you have to expect that, and it's free. Plays a good game of baseball. I would say it's a good, it's strictly a digital game. So, comparisons are more fair with maybe Out of the Park Baseball at the time. So Out of the Park 15 and Baseball Mobile Diamond, I believe it was called in 2015. I can't remember. There's been so many of them. But if we mess around here in sandbox mode just a little bit, we'll go into this. So the next screen allows you to do an association format. So you can set up 2 teams. So you still have to set up a league, Aaron, like I said. So you can set up 2 teams for anywhere from a 1 to 162 game season. Sandbox mode only. Anywhere from 2 teams up to 30 teams. And again, there's 4 variations of 30 teams. You can do 28, 26. So this pretty much covers all of baseball in the 20th and 21st century for league structure. So let's just do something quickly with 2 teams. Okay. So we'll do that. We'll go next. All right. So Pure Sim Association, and we can click to select or add a region, which you have to, and we're going to be able to change these names here. So we're going to add a region, and you can always sort of create new region, even if it's already in here, you can do it. But I'm just going to go ahead and select Detroit for one of the seasons and St. Louis. Okay, that doesn't mean that you have to pick the Tigers and the Cardinals. Okay, so then what I would do is just click next. Do I want to overwrite the existing? Yeah, sure, I'm going to overwrite it. I don't give a damn. Okay, now these are both mid-sized markets. Let's go next. Okay, so here's what you can do. First, you have a lot of options here. And again, Aaron, hopefully you said that navigation isn't a problem. So it's more explaining what this can do. And again, because I did do and I'll do another long video on this one, and then plus some one-on-one with you. So we can have roster sizes going all the way up to 60 players if you want. Okay. So anywhere from 35 to 60 rosters. So we're going to leave it at the default 35. We can have expansion possibles. You can turn on or off injuries here. You can have player ratings change in season, which I think is pretty fun. You can have continuous replay mode. So what this means, play the same season over and over. Years will advance for record keeping reasons, but players will not age, etc. So again, an interesting way to play some baseball if you want. Allow computer AI trades. For the sake of this, just for setting up two teams, I'm going to turn that off, and I'm going to turn off injuries. Use player photos if present. I can leave this at 162. Doesn't matter. So, but let's just say that we can go from anywhere from 162 down to a 4-game series between two teams. So we're going to do a 4-game series between two teams. Okay. Down here, you have the ground rules, whether or not to use a DH. You can choose it. That way, rotation size, we're going to leave at 5-man with a closer. Okay. Real player fatigue. So you can have, this has a fatigue model. You can do it either strict or age-based. Okay. So, and we'll get into more about what that is later. There is a development engine in this, which is pretty cool. It's not quite the same as the development tool in Out of the Park Baseball. This is pretty cool. This is Selected True Life engine for an accurate modeling of player performance based on the player's real life stats for the time period, and with various variables. Use True Life Strict Seasonal to base performance specifically on the year being played. Okay, so this is typically used for season replays. Okay, so we can choose True Life Strict Seasonal, or Alternate Reality. This is another game that has alternate reality. So a nice game to compare this to is Action PC Baseball, I guess, now that I think about it. All right, so I want to import players' historical stats. So I'm going to leave that checked. Okay. The other thing is player generation mode, but we're not going to worry about that. I am going to append the year for these players. So we go to next. Okay. And it's going to create it's creating the association right now. And here we go. Now, the association is in sandbox mode, and this uses the player import tools to fill team rosters. Now, if I can continue to the next stage, but I'm going to go ahead and add and import real players and teams. So basically, this is where it does depart from Action PC Baseball. As again, as I stated, this includes every season from 1900 to 2014. So yeah, it's been 10 years since this game's been out, but come on, man, it's 115 seasons of baseball to play. You're never going to be at a shortage. So we're going to go ahead and add these. Now, I can choose by player name, a year, for all years and teams. So let's say I want to bring in just two teams. Let's do that. Okay. So, because Aaron is kind enough to hang out, and Ken Castro was here for the Baseball for Windows game. I know he's not a big fan of digital games, so I don't think he's hanging out anymore. And that's cool. So my eyes are a little tired, guys. I worked a long day. So we're going to do 1990, and it's going to load the players from 1990. And then what I'm going to do is from there, I'm going to pick the Cincinnati Reds. So there they are. Okay, all the Cincinnati Reds are on. Here's Todd Benzinger. There's Eric Davis, Mariano Duncan, Ken Griffey, Billy Hatcher, so on, so forth. And it gives you nice stats and all kinds of stuff. Okay, and I can import them to a free agent or to those two teams I just picked. So we have like Detroit and St. Louis. I'm going to import them to Detroit, but I can change that name. So I'll go ahead and I'm going to import everybody to Detroit and rename them right here. I can rename them to the 1990 Cincinnati Reds by clicking this. I am not going to allow duplicate players. So this is where it's similar to Baseball for Windows. is you can set up baseball for Windows if you're doing something like this that you wouldn't have duplicate players. Now that more works in a season replay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and import these guys as the 1990 Cincinnati Reds by pressing the button. Am I sure I want to put them there? Yes, I do. Okay, so there's Rick Mahler being imported, Danny Jackson, all these. All right. We'll just let it go here. This is a very, very deep game. Again, as I said, it was a competitor for Out of the Park Baseball, and it was a good one. And again, this was kind of an answer, I think, to the, as I've shown you guys Out of the Park 8, and even Out of the Park 25, as we've seen. We had our good friend in here, Replay Dugout was in here, and he's saying, that's too much for me. I let the computer manager deal with, I play as GM and let the managers handle everything else. Okay, so they're done. So now maybe what I want to do is I'm going to bring in another team. Now, I can also build by players. So let me show you this. If I start typing the last name, just if I start typing Gehrig, right? Okay. And I do, if I just pick there we go. There's Lou Gehrig. Okay. Takes a minute. So there's Lou Gehrig, and there's all these years I can pick, for Lou Gehrig, wherever I want him to pitch. What's really, really nice is the stat categories are clickable, sortable, just like in Action PC Baseball. So I'm looking here at Lou Gehrig in 1936. Maybe I want to bring Lou Gehrig on. Maybe I want to build an all-star team to play. You have so much freedom in this game, all right? But we're not going to do that. But I just wanted to show you. So Gehrig, let's pick a more modern player. Let's pick Willie Stargell, and we'll just do that and click away. There's Willie Stargell. So again, I can click around. I can see here's the best home run year, 1971-48. So I can just select Willie, and I can import him to where I want him to go. And of course, pictures are in there. So, and different versions of Willie Stargell pictures, which is kind of, there's a couple versions that you can choose from. All right. So you can work at the player level at this. So this is similar to Baseball for Windows and most other baseball games. So Sean Sullivan, you were ahead of your time. So let's say I want to put the 1990 Reds against the, I don't know, this new baseball stuff freaks me out. Let's say the 2008 Phillies. Okay, so first it's going to load in everybody from 2008. They're all here. All of them here, all of them here, all of them here. Okay. So I can see here that, for instance, Ryan Howard led the league that year, 48 home runs, whatever. Okay. But I just want to pick the Philadelphia Phillies. I can get out and pick anybody here. So we're just going to take the Phillies. Why not? For a Pittsburgh Pirates fan, I do a lot of stuff with Phillies. So here they are, all the 2008 Phils. Okay. Now I can, I don't want them to go there. I will go to St. Louis. I do want to rename it to the 2008 Philadelphia Phillies. I do not want to allow duplicate players. Okay. Import players and right, go to St. Louis, and they're going to be renamed to the Philadelphia Phillies. And there goes Jason Worth. There's everybody, really. So, Aaron, yes, you can kind of play two teams. Again, you have to set this up as a league. You can't just like Baseball Mogul. You can just go in and pick two teams. Out of the Park Baseball, two teams. Sort of, kind of in Action PC Baseball, but you still have to set up a league. Okay, so we've done that. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and close the player importer, and then we're going to continue to the next stage. Draft is optional, Sambo. Would I like to run the draft? Okay, so I'm not going to run a draft. And we're going to update the imported statistics. And this, you do have to play spring training, but that's okay. I just kind of want to show you the teams for anybody watching this. And Aaron, I'll go over all this. As long as your navigation software works, the main thing we have to think about is whether your software can read the play-by-play. That's going to be the tricky bit. And if your narrator can read it, you'll have this game for free. Again, thank you, Sean Sullivan. There's been rumors that he is going to come back and do a baseball game. I hope he does, because this was excellent. This really was. Now it's doing a lot of crunching in the background, so we got to let it do that. Cards and dice players, I know, kind of laugh at this stuff, but waiting. But it is what it is. There are trade-offs when you've got this much baseball history, and you're doing all this stuff and all these variables. You're going to have this, so we'll just let it do what it's doing for a minute. I hope you guys will be enjoying the Mac McGraw project, also the other things. I do have some more tutorials for Baseball for Windows. We're also going to jump into Diamond Mine Baseball as more people are getting into that one as well. But I'm just waiting for this to get done so I can just show you the two teams, a little bit you can do with ballparks in this, because you can import. This has park factors for every ballpark in baseball. And then all you got to do is find images and, kind of move the players into position. It's fairly easy to do. Once you know how, it's a breeze, but you have to kind of, you got to get going on it. So we're going to, hopefully this is working. Again, this game can be a little crashy. It hasn't been supported since I think Sean released this community in 2015. He said, this is free. Guys, enjoy it. While this is doing what it's doing, we can get down here. There's a main screen. They used to have great add-in modules. If you guys remember Padres fan sites, it had crap ton of stuff for this game. You'll be able to look at players here. You can look at deals and moves. This keeps an almanac, which is basically kind of tracks your replay, PSPN coverage. You have statistics and reports that you can run, standings, scheduled games, and stuff like that. You also can use actual logos, and this doesn't come with the actual logos, but the logos that you have for Action PC Baseball will work in this game. So that's not a problem. And this is taking a little bit longer than I expected, but we're just gonna let it go here for a minute because it's doing a lot of work. And even if everybody drops out, this will be here, but we'll do a longer stream with this. It doesn't take as long when you're doing a like a season replay. So remember, this is pulling from all different kinds of places. Also, my computer's worked really hard tonight, so got to give it some love here. Even though it's a fast computer, it's doing a lot of crunching. But by running this here, I know this hasn't crashed on me yet. So the menu's down at the bottom. Aaron, that might be the problem, is the menu stuff at the bottom. Your reader may or may not read because these are graphics, but I don't think there'll be a problem because I think they're written in text with just a graphic background. So this isn't like out of the park in that way. I'm going to give us another minute, and then we may have to restart. I'm hoping this already saved. Yeah, let me see if that's still working. It's still working. It's still crunching. So I always like to add these little surprises at the end of a game, just to for anybody that watches at the end and are like, oh, there's something different. There's something new. So just hang tight, man, because I don't know exactly what it's doing here. It doesn't tell me. I don't know if it's rating players. I'm not really sure what's going on in the background, or if it's just I've never tried doing just two teams, so this might be something that it's having difficulty with. It still hasn't crashed, so we'll let it go for another few minutes, I guess, since I can't jump out. Well, I could close the window, I suppose, but we'll see that. Maybe we can close the window, but we'll let it go for a minute. But you can see the player import, team import, whatever is really, really, really easy. And where this would be nice for a Fields of Dreams league is that you can just very easily, without going to Baseball Reference, you saw when I brought up Lou Gehrig, when I brought up Willie Stargell, that you can actually see those years. So what I'm going to try to do here is bung out of this. And, oh, wow. Okay. What's going on here, you? I want to make sure that I'm not missing something, that there's any sort of message behind here. Nope. It just says, I'm busy, dude. Leave me alone. So we'll let it do that. Wow, man. It doesn't feel like it's crashed, but it's taking a long time to do this. So I'm going to try to close out of this program. Let me see if it'll let me. It's not going to let me do it. I'm going to have to use the task manager to kill it. Because I think we've run into a little bit of I've got to figure out where this thing is. So you have to give me a minute here. This is why I sometimes save these little surprise things at the end for when crap like this happens. I have no idea which. Is it start? I have no idea. I'm trying to find system, Chrome, search. It's really, I don't even know the name of what this thing is looking at here. So let me see if I can look at disk usage and figure out what's going on there. Do I have an app history here? Trying to see what's using what here. Because I do think it's bricked, dudes. I think it's bricked, man. Which is too bad. I'll watch as soon as I end this stream is when it's going to be, it'll come up and be fine. I really don't know what's going on because I can't stop it. Yeah, see this window here at the top is open. So I'm just hang out here for another couple minutes. This shouldn't be, I'm really surprised it's taking this long. I never see it take this long. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Can I hit escape? No, I can't. Bummer, man. Bummer, bummer, bummer. It's like this window's open and there's nothing I can do. It's got control of my computer. It's blinded me with science, is what it's done. And I don't think, can I close it from here? No. We're stuck. We are stuck, and it is just, I mean, it's moving around, and I don't know. Team's ready to begin spring training. Usually this just flies right in. So I am not quite sure. So it's letting me, like, all these things here, like select add-ins and stuff, but you can't really do a lot of these add-ins yet. It's trying to update. I think we're going to probably have to end it here. If this does work, I'm going to have to experiment and see if it's because of the two teams or what it is. So with that, Aaron, once I can figure out what the hell is going on with this, I'll be able to let you know what's going on. Strategy Baseball, however, is the one that you can, holy shit, I've got like 13 versions of Forbes Field up here, is the one that you can very, very simply do that with. And I've also put that up there. It's like kind of it's like a sister program to this. It's also a baseball game, but I think this one's knocked out. The only way to do this is, it also might be just the resources here that we're having issues with, because it looks like there's a superimposed window. So I'm going to let you guys go and say thank you. I'm going to kind of work with this, and I think maybe after a restart, this will be fine. So Aaron, Ken, thanks for coming in, and for everybody else watching, and skip the last part, I guess. See you around the batting cage, guys.